Last fall, my girlfriend Anna and myself, we hosted the Salewa athletes here at our mountain farm at Juval. The athletes, they came, they were building a kind of a base camp in our garden with a lot of tents and they were cooking there.
Ja, ich finde das, so ein Team zu haben, finde ich für eine Firma schon sehr interessant.
Prost!
È qualcosa di raro, il fatto che siamo in tanti e siamo tutti diversi e siamo qui a condividere esperienze, emozioni e idee.
The goal was to rebuild the donkey house. I think Anna and myself, we would have needed weeks for that.
Here we have 15 years of shit and we are collecting it for the soil. And look, it's very yummy.
But with the help of many hands and with a lot of motivation, we were able to rebuild it in some days. We were extremely fast and everybody was learning from the others. Last year, together with Anna, we started to run a mountain farm. In the first moment, we were thinking to handle this all by our own, but we absolutely missed. It's not possible. It's much too big. It's much work.
The life at the Maso, I underestimated it by far. I thought it would be a lot easier, truly, to be honest.
I discovered in a really interesting manner that sharing is something we need. And it's something very beautiful because you can get the double of the emotions. Sharing is, in general, I think it's very crucial from running a mountain farm to alpinism.
Achtung, Achtung!
Sharing experiences with a person which I really like is something hard to describe because it's so beautiful and I have such a lot of amazing memories which I had in the Dolomites together with Martin.
Jawohl! Alle!
I got to know Simon for the last few years. We did a lot of climbs together. And I think for him, traditions are really important. When I'm outside with Simon, you feel that he's connected to nature. It puts a smile on his face, and that's why he's outside as much as he can be.
We are dependent on nature. We are part of nature. I think the first step maybe to understand the nature and the greatness of nature is to go out to experience it. I see myself as a traditional alpinist. It's an old tradition in the Alps, and for me this traditional approach means to focus on the emotions, but much less on their pure difficulty.
Simon and I, we share the same points of view in climbing and in life. He has a really respectful way to encounter humans, mountains and nature. One of the things I really like about Simon's approach to the mountains is that he has this creativity to find adventures in our backyards. And this happens also like in an important moment in history where we meet this big challenge of climate change. To all of us who move in the mountains, it was very obvious and it is still in the last years. how this change is accelerating, and that it's also a point where we as athletes and alpinists could think about new perspectives where to find our adventures. We could also see this change in dramatic ways in the accidents that happened. For example, the accident in Marmolata last summer.
Especially when going to Marmolada, we see in a very clear manner two things, I would say. There's this amazing beauty, this unique, beautiful nature, but there's also danger.
Der Berg ist der Berg und wir müssen einfach lernen, den Berg zu akzeptieren. Berg war immer schon gefährlich. Eisfall, Steinschlag, das ist in den Bergen was ganz Normales. Wenn wir zur falschen Zeit am falschen Ort sind, hat das fatale Folgen. Aber in der Regel ist für mich der Berg heute nicht gefährlicher, wie er früher war.
As an alpinist, I think there are many more people in the mountains, not just climbing, but especially hiking. And this is because the easy access. There are cable cars, there are helicopters flying people on top of mountains. It's very important to not teach these people, but make them sensitive to the precious place that we have to conserve.
Regolamentare la montagna sarebbe la morte dell'alpinismo. La cultura dell'alpinismo era sempre così che gli alpinisti e tutti i partecipanti, anche i turisti, si sono adeguati a certe regole non scritte. Esiste l'umanità, esiste l'istinto di aiutare il prossimo.
Di cosa ho più paura? Beh, sicuramente di vedere ogni anno che passa i ghiacciai che si ritirano sempre di più, sono sempre più neri, sempre più del colore della terra, che vuol dire che sono morti. E questo, come amante della montagna, mi ha fatto soffrire e penso che sarà sempre peggio.
Mi fanno paura i fenomeni che aumentano nell'intensità.
Ja, ich glaube, die ganzen Situationen, was wir im letzten Sommer gehabt haben, haben mir schon gezeigt, wie der Klimawandel eigentlich schon welche Schritte gemacht hat und wie weit das eigentlich fast schon voll geworden ist. Was ganz wichtig ist, dass die Menschen einfach verstehen, dass die Berge nicht uns brauchen, aber wir die Berge.
These catastrophes like on Marmolada, they affect me in a way because I think about what is happening on this planet and what is happening in the future. I would love my daughter to be able to explore the mountains the way I was able to explore them, and I think we have to protect them.
It's crazy that how many people were on that mountain on that day. Also at the same time you realize how visual and brutal climate change is already hitting us. I think we need to be super cautious and take care of our environment if we want to go to the mountains longer.
We should be aware that nature is changing, that nature is dangerous, it will even become more dangerous, and I think we have to generate this feeling of understanding nature.
Ich hab's ja dann in der Früh nämlich nicht so viel gegeben.
Rossi, jetzt. Du. No, was tust du denn? Rosi, hä? Ja.
What happened in Marmolada was absolutely dramatic, but it's something that is going to happen always more frequently in the future. What I've understood is that only being united and share this path together, we're going to see the world change in the right direction. Which one do I mean? I don't know yet, but I think it's something we should find out together.